tell you all about the Wellbeing event that's being run on Saturday, the 2nd of October. So this Saturday coming up, and I didn't switch my phone off, which is very bad of me.
I'm on my phone, so.
Yeah, normally I'm really good at that, but obviously I didn't put it on silent. But never mind, we won't worry too much about that. So yeah, so we're going to tell you about the Wellbeing event that's taking place this Saturday, the 2nd of October, the Little Horseyard in Horton, Kirby. So I'm going to pass over to Michelle because it is Kent Equine Facilitated Learning where we're going to be doing it. For her to tell you a bit more about Kent Equine Facilitated Learning, why we're doing the Wellbeing, and what to expect on the day.
Okay, thank you so much, Ray, again, for all of your support and the fundraisers that you did over the summer for me, and just knowing that if I'm struggling with something, you know, I can call on you. So it's great, and this just helps this sort of channel to promote what we do. So I'm really grateful for that. So thank you.
You're welcome. It's a good cause.
That's nice. That's nice. So it is a good. I feel like it is a good cause. I'm lucky. I'm definitely lucky with everybody that comes in and supports us. And this Saturday, the 2nd of October, is going to be another example of all of the ladies, all the women around me that over the past couple of years, you know, we've run. This will be our 4th Wellbeing event, and usually when I say, right, let's do another one, it doesn't take long before, you know, for all of you to just say, yeah, we're in. I remember you back in, was it in July, when I sort of said for October, booking your holiday from work, and sort of saying, oh, I'm not sure if I can. And then you said, no, I've been given my holiday, and that was really, really great. So this Saturday, 11:30 in Horton, Kirby, Muzzledom Lane, on the Little Horseyard, which is where I run my not-for-profit business, Kent Equine Facilitated Learning from. We will have 5 fabulous workshops, which I will be hosting one. Ray, you're going to be hosting one. And then we've got Sharon hosting, and we've got Sarah Hurrell hosting, and we've got Vivian hosting, and and some of us are pairing up. So Ray, do you want to tell us a little bit? I'm going to ask you, Ray. I'm going to interview you.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
A little bit about your workshop, Ray.
Well, my workshop is I'm actually going to be working with Caroline Sharp from Ascending Angels, and she is absolutely amazing with her use of crystal singing bowls. So we kind of thought, why don't we collaborate together and do something? So Caroline is going to be playing the crystal bowls, and I'm going to be taking you on a guided meditation, and together we're combining both of those to actually connect you with your heart, to go actually deep into your heart, see what you can find there to actually bring you some joy, happiness, positivity, connect with the angels, because there's going to be a lot of angelic energy around. But as always, because all my guided meditations are channeled, I can only give you a brief summary of what might happen when you journey into your heart on the actual day when the bowls are going, and I'm channeling the guided meditation. Who knows where your journey is going to take you, or what information or insights you're going to get, what healing you're going to get from it. So although it's you're going to be in for a brilliant time with the music and the guided meditation, it's going to be a surprise as to where you're going to end up going, because your energy as well coming in will actually help dictate where we go. So yeah, really looking forward to it, because it's a complete unknown, something we've never tried before. So yeah, really looking forward to doing it, to working with Caroline on that.
Well, you say something you've never tried before, but actually Caroline brings the bowls over and she plays her crystal bowls, isn't she? And you did something on our hippie chips sleep.
I did, didn't I? Yeah.
So you have worked to get, you have done it before, because it just evolved naturally actually on the hippie chip sleepover that Caroline was playing the bowls, and then you were doing some intuitive reading with the cards, and it just created the best conversations, and we was all sat around the campfire, and it was all very it was really beautiful, actually.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, really, really beautiful. So even though you haven't done it structured, you've done it ad hoc.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Which we really loved. I mean, I really loved that. I remember after the event sort of talking to Caroline and saying, actually, you know, I think when you're hosting an event, it's great when people bring their skill, their talent, their connections in, and we just allow stuff to evolve, you know, which, you know, and then it's not scripted. And what I love also is that, you know, Caroline, in the same way, her when she plays the bowls, well, her voice changes, everything about her changes. She gets this voice. I mean, when she sings, it's just beautiful. But you get her on karaoke, and it's like nails down a blackboard. So it all changes. It all changes. It all becomes very guided. And you two are both the vehicles.
Yeah.
You're the vehicles for the, you know, for the healing, as far as it feels to me when I'm having healing sessions with both of you, which is just lovely. So I'm so excited for that one. And then we've got other stuff going on as well. I'm going to, who should we talk about next? Who should we discuss it?
Oh, we can talk about it because they're not here.
Yeah, Vivian, we can talk about all of them coming. Vivian's doing a really great balance procedure workshop. And the balance procedure, lots of people that use those balance cards find it a really quick way to get back into your own energy, disconnect from other people's energy, and just get yourself back on track, focused, and in your own zone again. What do you think about the balance cards? Have you used them?
Yeah, I've done a couple of quick sessions with Vivian, and they're really good, and yeah, they really do help you get on balance in your life, which is what you want. Exactly
what it says on the tin. It's straightforward. I think, I can't remember the price. I bought the cards off of her not so long ago. Probably last time I was at Jane's, maybe I bought the cards, because she balanced me, you know, and it was amazing, actually, how you use your body like, what are those things called that look for water?
Pendulum or dowsing.
Yeah, like dowsing. So she's almost dowsing your body, isn't it? Your body moves, and, you know, before I even knew what the card was, my body was telling her exactly what was going on. So yeah, giving the game away before I had a chance to actually try and create something with my mouth and tell her, this is how it is. But actually, you know, your body, you know, she was very, very good at getting to the crux of things, and not letting me kind of put a smoke screen over it, which is just so clever, isn't it?
Oh, very, very clever. Yeah, you can't hide it.
No, so we won't give too much away again, because, you know, I want people to come and experience these workshops. We've got Sarah Hurrell. She's doing a playful tea party. I mean, again, that sounds really exciting. I remember Sarah, when she came and did her workshop before, you were doing yours and she was doing hers, and very high energy workshop, Sarah's workshop. And on the other side, you were doing your meditation. But we've done this time, we're doing our workshops at different times. And I think that, you know, that I don't know how, I mean, I remember watching all the women running around in Sarah's workshop, and I just thought, oh my God, it looks like so much fun. So I'm not sure what Sarah's bringing in, but I know it's a tea party. And I reckon it will be, what do you think it might be to do with?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to the surprise of it. I mean, hopefully she might be able to get on and do one of the lives, and we might be able to find out a bit more.
Oh, I hope so, actually. So hopefully Sarah will come on, and she'll be able to explain a bit more about her workshop. But I know that Sarah's working with a great big women's organisation called One of Many, and One of Many is across the country. It's across the UK. I'm not sure if One of Many goes around the world. I've got a feeling that they might be global, but she works for this women's movement called One of Many, and she's connected to that, and she's so passionate about it. So I'm really excited to see. I mean, Sarah's evolving. She's evolving and creating and just bringing more in, and I'm really excited to see what she brings into the yard this time. So yeah, that'll be That'd be really, really good. Who have we missed out?
Sharon.
Oh, no surprise.
You can't miss Sharon out.
Oh, no, but I always do. I always go, oh God, I didn't mention Sharon. Yeah, so Sharon's doing, and I'm not going to say it does what it says on the tin, but it's a ocean drum meditation. Have you done that before with her?
Not an ocean drum meditation, no. So
have you seen anyone who's got an ocean drum use it?
Years ago I saw somebody do it.
Yeah, it's very, very powerful. So a couple of, I'm not going to again give too much away, but when we've done some collaborations at the yard, and she's bought her ocean drum, and it just, as she tips the drum from side to side, it just creates the sound of the ocean, and the waves, crashing in, and it's unbelievable. So it really helps you. Normally she introduces it and starts the journey off, so you get into that place where you're going somewhere, and then the drum takes over, and again it's completely guided. So Sharon don't know what you're going to get. So our sort of deliberating over it is just probably as good as what Sharon would say at the moment, because I know sometimes she says she's going to bring it and she brings something else completely different as well, and I'm like, I really wanted that drum, but yeah. Yeah,
and I think she's also going to be doing her cards as well, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's created a new deck of cards, so that'll be exciting to see the prototypes.
Yeah, I feel really honoured and privileged actually that those cards are going to get their first sort of physical outing. Well, I'm sure people have given them a test run with her, but to bring them out and stuff, I'll be so happy to have her using them in her sessions on the yard. So really lovely energy about those cards, won't there be? And obviously we've all been part of the process as those cards have evolved and developed, so it feels like we've got a little part to play in them. And of course my horse is one of the cards.
Exactly, yes.
So
yeah. And Marie Louise is here to say hello. Hi Marie Louise. You're lucky we haven't got on to what stands for offering yet, because Michelle's about to tell us about her workshop.
Oh,
you've got to do your workshop. We've done the others. So
Marie Louise in the chat with us now.
She is.
Oh, hello.
Oh, she's not. No, she's not literally joining in the show. She's watching.
Oh, she's watching.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. No, she's not in this live. She's doing the live later in the week.
I was happy with that. Yeah, so I'm doing a collaboration with Sue, who comes and works with Caroline. So we're splitting the angels up, and I'm taking one of them, you're taking the other. So so Sue and I we've got this other, oh my gosh, she's an amazing dancer, and I've been tagging along to the dance classes she goes to, and sort of dancing in the shadows while she sort of goes across the dance floor like it's the final of Strictly. So she's so awesome. And so I think when we was at the dance class, I said to her, why don't me and you get together and connect? Because she does a lot of work with people and their pets. And obviously I work with, I'm not going to call my horses pets because they're much more than that to me, but I'm working with the horses and connecting with the horses. So my relationship with the horses is so important, and at the same time I've got to let go of it, like it's so important. But with me, I'm like an open heart and no expectations, and I have to give that opportunity, give that feeling to the herd as well. I have no expectations of you. My heart is open, and this is how we connect and create really brilliant, equine learning sessions for people, individuals and groups. Because once the horses feel any pressure, whether it's physical pressure on the mouth, whether it's physical pressure off a pair of, spurs, which obviously you don't ever see me with any of those shenanigans really, as such. But once they feel pressure, they move away from it. So even if it is a physical pressure from me, you know, and the horses are loose, they move away from it. So I
Yeah.
have to, and then I have to not give myself the pressure of being mindful of not being pressurizing. So it's all about letting go, having this open heart, you know, with my connection with the horses and no expectations. And then, of course, for me, I'm really learning to have that same feeling towards people as well. So even though mine and Sue's workshop is about, she'll probably tell you our workshop's going to be about something completely different, and she can, because I know I'll bring my part in and she'll bring her part in, and it's just going to knit together beautifully. But you know, I have to do that with people as well. So I have to say, and even when you're planning an event, you know, like I'm planning again the Wellbeing Day, open heart, no expectations, and I have to connect with people that are the same, that are like-minded, and I know that I do, which gives me then that confidence to plan an event like this weekend and all of our other events, and know that people are coming in with open hearts, no expectations. We're not putting any pressures on each other, and in that way, you know, the people that are like-minded will come in and connect. And I always say, even if only one person on that whole day, you know, when all of us therapists and people that work in this wellbeing industry, alternative wellbeing, whatever you want to call it, even if only one person can start to let go of these false pressures that society creates, so that they can be less stressed, less anxious, drink less, you know, live a more healthy lifestyle, live a little bit longer, not have ulcers, not this, not that, change your, for want of a better word, crappy job, you know, whatever it is. If one person starts to live a more authentic lifestyle by connecting with people that do what we do, then the whole day, the whole event is worth it, just for one person. And when I say just for, you know, it's awesome.
Yeah.
One person decides to not take that drug. One person decides to not take that drink. One person decides to make more time for themselves and put themselves first, to love themselves first. Just one.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah, we just need that one person, and that ripple effect just carries on in their life with the other people that they help. So I know we've got quite a few, and we're not going to remember all of them, but a couple.
Have we done all the workshops?
We've done all the workshops. Yeah, 5 workshops. So we did me and Caroline.
Yeah. Vivian. Yeah.
Sharon.
Yeah.
So when I've got 8 workshops, I always miss a couple out, and I think, God, I can't even think. Yeah. Even think they are. Yeah. I think we've covered them all. So as we're not very good with lots of things, let's just do a few of the stands or stalls there that we can remember.
Well, I'll always go, you know, we've got Jane, and we've got Louise, and we've got Ellie, who's bringing on some really lovely creative things that she's been making at the yard. So the major stands really that are coming in is Jane with her, you know, bee products and everything, you know, that comes the way to be, you know. So she's bringing in all of the course information about her beekeeping courses. She'll bring all that lovely furniture from the forest, jars and jars of honey, freshly pressed apple juice, candles and wax melts and all of the rest of it made from her bees, you know, sort of made with her bees. So that's a really good stand. And then we've got Marie Louise with her crystal stand. So that's, again, Marie Louise don't just sell crystals, she sells everything, books. I think someone said, "Oh, have you got a crystal ball?" And she was like, "Yeah, I've got a crystal ball," the other day online. And I was thinking, I didn't know she does crystal balls, but all of that as well. So, and also we've got some really good directories for people that are on the cusp of and want to know a little bit more of. So, you know, on our little stand where Ellie's going to be, we've got these numerology, like guideline to numerology. We've got guideline to using a crystal ball. We've got a few of those, a few little books like that to sell. Guides for crystals. So these little nice little things to sell, and some smudging sticks, and just a few little things that we've put together at the yard for the Wellbeing Day. And then we've got lots of therapists there promoting what they do. So, for example, we were talking about the lady with the painting. So who?
Emma
Hewitt. So she's got. Can you tell me a bit about what Emma's bringing in?
Well, she's bringing in her paintings, which are absolutely gorgeous. And she also does tarot. In fact, she was on my show the other week. So you can get tarot readings there as well, which will be absolutely amazing with her. So that's Emma.
What about you? What will you be doing apart from your workshop?
Well, I'll be in the caravan again, and I'll be offering angelic Reiki with an angel oracle. Well, with an angel card reading, not an angel oracle, an angel card reading. So it's going to be 25 minutes of angelic Reiki with a angel card included. But if you don't want angelic Reiki, but you want to actually try a little bit of journeying, then I'm also offering you a chance to go into future lifetime to meet a departed loved one. So if there's someone that you're missing, that you kind of want some answers from, or you just want to chat with them again, then I'm able to help facilitate that and take you on a journey to actually go and meet them. And again, that's 25 minutes. So both of those sessions are going to be for £20, which is a fraction of what I would normally charge for doing a full session there.
And you, like other women that I know, have got this skill to bend time. So even though your session might, 25 minutes, it can actually take you into when you do that future travel, it can take you on quite a long journey, can't it? So even though we're in, because I did it with you and it was amazing, and it just felt like I was there for a long time. I mean, I felt myself really far into the future, and it was fabulous. And whatever the time was that we spent doing it, it seemed to me to be like I couldn't even say how long the time was. It was to me, it felt like a huge, expensive time.
Oh, it is. I mean, I had a client earlier today, and we were doing a past life regression. We're trying out something. She wanted to actually go back and meet an ancestor from the past, and she thought we'd only be doing it for 20 minutes. It was an hour.
Yeah.
Because that time just, and anybody can actually bend time. Anyone can actually change their time. And so if you think about it, if you're really excited about something, say like a wedding, you get married, the day just flies by and you think, where did that day go? But if you're sitting in a dentist, it feels like forever. So if you want to speed up time, say like you're at the dentist, just go into your head and think about something exciting that's really fun, that really gets you going, and you'll find your time in the dentist will actually go a lot quicker. And then if you're doing something but you want to extend your time, then just sort of like think back to get the feeling and energy of being in a dentist, and that will actually slow time down for you, so you can have more time so you can actually alter time in your everyday life. It's brilliant. I love it. I love playing with time. So good.
No, definitely a good skill to practice, isn't it? It's like one of these skills you can practice. So I know that Vivian Fox is going to be having one-to-one clients in the caravan. I know that Sharon is going to be seeing one-to-one people as well in the caravan. So we're going to expand the caravan as well, aren't we? We'll make the caravan feel huge. I know that Caroline Sharp is going to be doing again with Sue, the equine Reiki healing sessions, which are unbelievable. Again, and when I say, I mean, I just watched these. I just watched the horses being able to have the opportunity to really come in and support people in you know, in energy exchange and kind of cleansing and clearing, and you know, it's a wonderful thing to stand back and watch, and feel as well, because I remember just willy-nilly walking into that zone and just, you know, being thrown off my feet. It was like literally like an expanse of air just pushed me over. So yeah, so that's some of the stuff that is happening, isn't it? It's, you know, so we are not charging for the individual workshops this time, because you know what, I remember the summer in the last event, I finished the day with a pocket full of fivers. It was lovely, and it just seemed like it was all a bit, and I just thought, do you know what, I just think if people pay that one price, £15 to get through the door, I mean, we was charging a £5 for entry and a £5 for this and a £5 for that, and I think people did 3 or 4 workshops, you know, and they're spending sort of 25 quid. And actually then I thought, if we just do £15 entry, cover all your workshops, and then that spare money that, you know, you're saving from not booking the other workshops and actually physically paying for, you can go and buy a crystal, you know, you can go and get a jar of honey, you can go and book a healing session, you know, you can even make a donation to us if you want to, but it's just leaving it very loose for people then to be able to go and actually, you know, spend money on the stands and stalls and therapies. So
Yeah,
that was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And also, once they've come through the gate, I don't have to think about going round and, you know,
Yeah.
oh yay.
Have you paid me for this workshop yet? So you going to that workshop?
Standing there with my money pouch, like one of the people down on Dartford Market shouting out to send me veg. So yeah, so just leaving it like loose. So once they come through the gate, that's it. They go off and they choose what they want to do. And also, when you choose something in advance, you may choose something that when you get there, you might have a different feeling. You might be drawn to somebody else. You'll see that person and you think, actually, no, I wish I hadn't chose that workshop. I wish now I was over there. And if you haven't physically paid for it, you could just nick off and go somewhere else, can't you?
Exactly.
So you can just go to whoever. So it leaves it very loose. And yeah, that's what I was going to say to you. Just from saying that, have you ever had someone think, actually, and just get up and leave?
No. I'm going to say that when people come to my workshops, they tend to stay.
I mean, but it would, you know, because for me, I sort of like to think that if somebody got up and left my workshop, you know, I'd be balanced and cool and for it to not affect me.
No, it wouldn't worry me at all if someone did that. You know, it's like with everything I do. You know, even with the angelic Reiki, you know, with the one-to-one sessions that I'm going to be doing, or in the future with Inspired Loved One.
Yeah.
The people that need who need that from me will be the ones that will turn up.
Yeah.
You know, even if I just have one person during the day, that's because that person really needed it.
Yeah.
So I never worry who turns up, who doesn't turn up.
No.
Because I always know, because I trust my higher self, the angels, the universe, etc., that the right people will always be there.
Yeah.
When they're needed. Have we got any refreshments this time?
Yeah, well, I'm really suggesting strongly that people bring their own packed lunch in and bring their own drinks, bring their own food. We are looking at just having a bit of a cake stand and some light refreshments. So again, I'm avoiding teas and coffees because I just, you know, I think you can bring your own flask and you can bring your own coffee, you can bring your own tea. I think we'll grab some nice cakes and maybe some fizzy water and some squash and stuff like that. But no, we're not providing tea because I think, you know, bring your own flask. You know how to make your drink. You know what you like. You know if you like Nescafe, or if you want to bring your own whatevers. So I think bring your own drinks, and there's going to be a nice cake stand there with lovely fresh cakes on, and you can go over and
which I always seem to miss out on because by the time I'm free, it's like they're gone.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure you get a bit of cake. I'll definitely make sure. But also, I think that I've made sandwiches. We've made rolls and sandwiches before, and you just you have to go so general to please everybody, and so you end up just choosing a few things, you know, to sort of so that you're not overrun with it all. And then we always end up with loads left over, and then of course I'll take it home and I'll stuff it, so I'm with all the extra bread and rolls. So
Louise is saying she's going to bring her kettle.
Yeah, bring your own packed lunch and treat yourself to a bit of cake, nice bit of carrot cake or a bit of lemon drizzle cake, and that's it really. That's sort of what we do. And there's nothing wrong with a bit of cake, is there?
No. And the beauty is, because you can drive and park there, you can bring whatever you want in the car, and you don't need to carry it about with you. No, you know, and if you're planning on doing all 5 workshops, you know, you can nip back in between, and you know, grab yourself something to eat or drink. So
definitely, you've got your car. You know, you bring your festival seat in, that little chair. You know, you bring your yoga mat. You dress for the weather. You have all your food and whatnot in the car. You know, and you just make sure that you cover all your X's really, and make yourself comfortable, and spend that whole day with us. And I do believe that people leave having a really therapeutic benefit. It's like a retreat day. You know, everybody gets more and more chilled as the day goes on. And when you get to about 4 o'clock, everyone just seems to be like, just hovering, just about that much higher than the ground.
And that's why you need to bring your own bit of food, so that when the event does finish, you actually have something to eat before you start driving.
Yeah, drink your water, have something to eat, and just
ground yourself.
Yeah, get yourself off the yard when you feel ready. So yeah, so it's lovely. It's an absolute treat, and it's a treat to host it. It's a treat to be part of it and see it all evolving. And then, you know, for me, I don't want to say retention like that, but the fact that, you know, people keep coming back and wanting to connect with it again is just lovely. So I love it.
Yeah, and as Louise says, it is such a beautiful energy all day. It really is, you know, being part of it as a therapist and doing the workshop, you know, even I'm sort of like, you know, it's kind of like, all the time, and those with the stands will also tell you it's exactly the same on there. And of course, you know, it's an ideal time. I don't hate to use the C word, but it is going to be that time of year soon. So you also get a chance to buy some homemade gifts, you know, which is really important, I think, to support local businesses and the stuff they make and they produce. You know, rather than sort of like relying on Amazon and you know, places like that. If you buy local stuff, it not only helps local businesses, but it saves on the footprint. You know, climate change is a big thing at the moment. You know, so you don't have to, you know, blockade the M25. You can literally just come along and do your bit.
Exactly.
Buy local.
And if, you know, if people want to buy an individual session, if they want to buy a block booking of sessions for someone as a Christmas gift, you know, with you, you know, people might think, well, actually,
I will have vouchers there for people.
Vouchers for that. So, you know, it would be nice to give someone an alternative gift, wouldn't it, for Christmas, where actually, you know, particularly if you've got a friend or a parent, you know, I hate my job, I've got to get out of this job, or I'm in this really, you know, I'm up and down in my relationship. 1 minute I love him, 1 minute is the biggest FR ever, you know, whatever, I don't want to say it, but do you know what I mean? And then you sort of, you know, because really you listen, you hear it starts having effects on you, you know, and I think sometimes it would just, you know, it'd just be a lovely thing to say, go on, go and have a Reiki session, get that off you. And then, you know, let's start seeing life through, you know, in your own energy, as opposed to having this cloak of someone else's energy around you, controlling you. You know, you're making bad decisions, you're making bad choices, or you've got this trail of energy that comes back to your childhood. And, you know, because of these situations that have gone on in your childhood, you're making choices now that are just a product of the situations that you're still holding on to, you've got them buried in your body, and, you know, you're just choosing, you know, these sort of negative patterns because you can't let go. And when you start realizing that these things are actually physical, these emotions are actually stored in your body, they're in your heart, they're in your ribs, they're that gut feeling, they're what stops you from getting out of bed, or when you realize you can have those things, you can have the support of those things with crystals, with aromatherapy, or with Reiki, or with connecting with horses, or whatever it is, and you can start to transform and come back into your own power, sending it off and just being in your own power again.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know, I've been there, I've done it. Got the flipping t-shirt I have. So
I think most of us have. Somewhere along the line. And of course, if this is the first time you've actually heard about this, and you've actually make your own items or your own produce, you're a local business, and you fill into the energy vibe, and this is the first time you thought, well, I haven't heard about this before. Because it is the horse yard, we can actually fit more people in, can't we? If last minute.
Yeah, 8 acres at least. So we've got 8 acres of land. So we can definitely put in your stand. Some people are just pulling up and they're doing stuff. Oh, Natalie is doing her aloe products, and I mean today I was looking at. I'm going to quickly go on about Natalie. And what she's bringing in, because I said to her, can you bring some more of that roll-on deodorant, the one that doesn't have the stuff in that is linked to things going wrong under the old armpit area? She said, yeah, do you know what, if I haven't got any, I'll order some now. So I definitely want to get some more deodorant off Natalie and look at some of her other products as well for the horses. The aloe stuff's really, really good. So Natalie is going to be there as well with all of her brilliant aloe products, and she does a brilliant workshop, and she's going to have some chairs around, she's going to have people over, she's going to do talks, she's going to give out information all about gut health, and again, helping people with their energy.
But we forgot about Natalie then when we were doing the workshops.
Well, she's not doing a workshop.
Oh, right. It's part of what she's doing,
yeah. She weren't quite, but she's going to have all of her information, because she did the workshop before, so she'll have all her information to give out to people. And she's coming in after her son's football match. She said she's going to come in, throw the boot of her car open, and share with people like that. So
brilliant.
Yes.
Excellent. And Jane tuned in to watch, and Jane's going to, as we said, Jane's going to be there on Saturday as well. And that. So if you want tickets to come along, then I've put the link to Eventbrite on there. I've also put the link to the Facebook event. I haven't yet, but I will tag Michelle into this, so that if you think, actually, I would like to have a stand or a stall there, then you can contact her direct, get some details, and arrange to come along. We've said there's plenty of space, more the merrier. We've got a lot going on, but more people, if you've got stuff you want to show, especially if you are a local business as well, or a cottage business, and you want to get your stuff out there, then do come along. We're all for helping local businesses as well.
Absolutely. And I cannot tell you the amount of requests I get for people saying, can I come and watch one of your sessions? I'm really interested in what you do. Can I come and watch one of your sessions? Well, I definitely charge for my services, and so do you. But this event is about being very open, everybody coming in. It's a great way to come in, enjoy all of the other services that I blend with, because I just don't do, I can do pure EFL, of course I do pure EFL with schools and with, other people, but when I've got my Saturday group, and it's parents that I work with and children that I work with, we do all sorts. So we do aromatherapy with the horses and with each other, we do energy work, we connect with energy, we're looking at Reiki, we're looking at all of those things, and blending very, very deeply in our connections with the horses, because we are letting go of other people's energy all the time. But actually, if you're coming in and you've got these ideas about, doing these businesses.
I still didn't put my phone on silent, and that is going to be a cold call.
That's fine. But if blending with all of these businesses, how you can you can create more for each other. You know, I was talking to one of my friends the other day about how, you know, working with the horses and Reiki sessions completely just work. You know, they just work more than you know. So yeah, so a really good platform for people to come in and see. If you've got a pet and you're having problems with a pet, if you've got a horse and you're having issues with your horse, if you've got a partner and you're having issues with your partner, because all of these things, they're not about your partner, they're not about your pet, and they're not about your horse, and they're not about your job. Who are they about, Ray?
Yeah, exactly. And Jane says it's very valuable work that you do there. And of course, you can bring your pets.
Yeah, you can bring your pet. So you know, all of these issues that you have with the well, just hold the mirror up, and it's usually the stuff that's sort of within you, isn't it? But
yeah. But yeah, so if you've got a pet and you want to bring it along on a lead, you can do.
No snakes.
Or you know, in a cage.
Yeah, no snakes.
but no snakes.
My boys on my Saturdays, they've both got these snakes, and I keep saying, no snakes. No snakes. We don't want any snakes. I don't know if that's a metaphor for something else. Sharon would tell me, but yeah. I don't want to work with snakes. Anything, oh my God, it's going to get hilarious now. Anything fluffy on a lead, all right?
Fluffy in a cage, little hamster.
Yeah.
As long as you keep it in the cage, though.
Yeah. I think we're definitely
I think it's more dogs.
Really, we're aiming for dogs, really.
Yeah, dogs.
Dogs and horses. I mean, the horse.
But don't bring your horse with you.
We'll be working with our herd, and any you know well-behaved dogs on a lead. So yeah. Yeah,
and Louise also says no to snakes.
She said no snakes.
I don't know why you've got a problem. Snakes are gorgeous.
Oh, I don't know. It's about me, obviously.
I prefer snakes to spiders anyway. Yeah. So that's a bit about the event on Saturday. Do look out this week for some more lives with some other people who are actually going to be there on the day. Michelle's going to try and drop in for all of the lives that we do. Not going to tell you times because they're just going to be impromptu ones as and when people turn up. So look out for it. Do get in touch with Michelle if you're looking this thinking, God, why didn't I hear about that? I want to bring my produce along, or I want to bring my energy along. Then please do. Do check out the Facebook page for the event. Do check out Eventbrite for the tickets. And I've also put my details there of the event I've created for it, where you can book a one-to-one session with me in advance if you want to make sure you actually get to see me on the day. So any last words, Michelle, before we wrap it up?
Just thank you very much, really. Thanks for giving me this time in the afternoon, the opportunity to share what we're all doing. Thank you.
You're welcome. And we'll see. And thank you to those watching and commenting. And we will see you all on Saturday. Take care. Bye.
Bye.